Okay, hi, I'm Rafiq and welcome to the Koncept Lab. Okay, I'm Rafiq. My full name is actually Khairafik, but a lot of my friends call me just Rafiq. I also have a nickname, is Rafiq Koncept, hence Rafiq Koncept Productions. Rafiq Koncept Productions was actually the studio name for quite some time, but after a while, I want to change it to not have my name on it somehow, it has the same vibe. So we convert it into the Koncept Lab. So which we are in today. We are in the Koncept Lab in Taman Tun Dr Ismail. Not too far off from 2105 actually. So
that's right. We are technically like the
neighbors,
neighbors, and we've got a great. It's like a cool little community that we have here around Taman Tun, like TTDI.
Yeah, exactly.
TTDI Studio Gang, right? Yeah.
I graduated from Ocean Institute of Audio Technology in 1995. I was probably one of the pioneer batches. I guess they started way back in '92 or something. So '93, I was in the class of 1993 and graduated in '95. Then at that time, I was working at a studio in Taman Tun before I set up my own little setup at this house actually. I was working with Datuk Wah Idris. He had a studio in Taman Tun. It was called Prima Music. Then he shifted to Ampang. To Ampang, which is right above Sony Music Ampang at that time. So I was mainly manning the studio in Taman Tun, in between shifting. And at that time, he said that he didn't need the studio in Taman Tun anymore. So everything was shifted in Ampang. And basically, I was
out of the job.
out of the studio. But the thing is, it's fine because at the same time also, I was actually studying. I was still studying. So since that the classes with Ocean Institute, it wasn't like a everyday thing. Sometimes it's just in the daytime. So at that time, I spent most of my nights, my evenings at Prima Music Taman Tun. So some of the jobs I did back then was a lot of it, mostly VO jobs, overdubbing some Chinese serial into Malay, and they say that there's no such thing as downtime in the studio. So I learned a lot of stuff on my own back then. I was actually starting to produce music, to make my own beats there, using the facilities over there. Only then after that, in 95 or 96, I decided that I should have my own setup. At that time, in 93, I bought this Korg X3 music workstation for a couple of reasons. Number one, I needed something to work on while working on my assignments in Ocean Institute. So it's a bit of a travel, traveling from Taman Tun to Ampang every single day. Then the thing is, then I thought, okay, that's it. I told my mom, okay, you know what? I need to get a keyboard workstation on my own. So I already had a PC at that time, but PCs back then they were not like today's PCs where you can run plugins and stuff, and it was unheard of. VSTs only were invented when in the 2000s or something, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't early 2000s, right? So MIDI was just invented in 1983. So 1993, it was only 10 years. Most of the music shops in Malaysia, they don't even carry MIDI interfaces. So they don't even know how a MIDI interface looks like. So they know. They're like, oh, okay, is this it? Is just this 5-pin dinting? I said, no, it's not that 5-pin dinting, just that. You need like 2 of those, and then it goes to a serial port or something, and then goes to your computer. Yeah, a lot of the music shops don't carry that. So most of the time, we need to go to a good computer shop to buy that sort of stuff. And I guess that was the starting of my musical career. While I was studying, while also I was working in Prima Music, I had the plans of doing it on my own. But truly, I didn't have the intention of going professional, if you will. Professional meaning setting out on my own. I thought I would be some sort of an industry worker where after I graduate, I would find jobs in studios, At that time, I thought, there must be like hundreds and hundreds of studios in KL where I can work in. So then I thought, I prefer working on my own. So I got my own setup. I have a picture of the setup in '95. At that time, I was collaborating with my friend Razman in '95 or something, '95, '96. He said that, Fik, I wanna, I'm interested into like recording my own material because he actually plays flamenco guitar. So I thought, okay, probably we can produce it together. Then he got some funding from his dad. So we bought like probably one of the first ever digital hard disk multi-track recorder, which was the Roland VS880. It's got only 540 megabytes. And man, that was the only thing that we had at that time. Right after we actually had a Yamaha MB4 mini disc recorder, four track recording on mini disc as practice, and then only we commit to that hard disk recorder. And then we did this whole album, this instrumental album, right within the box of that Roland VS880. 7-song album, and it didn't really sell that well, but I guess it's more of an experience kind of thing. Yeah, we had fun in producing the album, and luckily I still got some copies of it at that time, and luckily also I digitized the tracks, and so hopefully it can be immortalized till whenever, because the thing is, a lot of my old projects, unfortunately, they were either on cassettes or they were on DATs, which I don't have my DAT machine anymore. So I don't even know whether the DAT tapes can actually play back right now, and then because of molds and stuff. Those are still magnetic, but it's okay. We move on. We move on to this newly digital environment.
So the computer, the PC, what was it? Was it running some sequencer software?
It was. It was actually running a DOS-based program, actually. So kids out there are like, what's DOS actually? It's the basic of the basic. You switch on the computer, that's the only operating system. Monochrome, no color, no nothing. It's quite similar to what we see right now. The grid-based.
Yeah, the MIDI sequencer.
Yeah, the MIDI sequencer. But the thing is, it only runs MIDI. So you need an external sound source like say a MIDI keyboard, a MIDI sound module, something. Then that's where the complication comes, because once you program everything, and let's just say you work with one MIDI keyboard which can supply you up to 16 different channels of instrumentation. So we call it the multi-timbral instrument. So 16 channels, and then now it's time to record all the stuff. So when we want to record, so we have to record track per track.
Yeah.
So let's say drums on one track or multiple tracks. So if we have 16 different instruments, so it's like 16 passes from in real time, from top to bottom. If the song is 5 minutes, so times 16 for like rendering out just the tracks. Yeah, those were the days, man. I mean, we don't have like today's technology. VST, we said, okay, pop a sound and that's it. We don't like the sound, okay, we can change it on the fly. We can change it even before actually committing to the final stereo mix. So yeah, I mean, people nowadays have the luxury of doing so. But I feel like I'm quite grateful and lucky because at that time it was the transition from analog to digital. So yeah, I feel that I'm lucky to have learned all the stuff, like all the mechanics of a real compressor, real delay unit, effects unit like the reverb and stuff, and then actually the workaround and the mechanics of the VSTs are pretty much the same. You know, if you know how to work on an analog compressor, I mean, it's pretty much the same method as you work on a digital compressor on a VST. That's where the foundation comes from anyway, right? From the real analog gear.
Talking about translation and transitioning, so you started from here, the house.
Yeah.
When did you make the move to the studio in TTDI front there?
Okay, I guess above Star Enterprise on the second floor, that was way back in 2003. So exactly 20 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
Right. So 2003, brought all the stuff over there. At that time also, I wasn't really concerned about splitting the room into say a vocal booth and stuff. Yeah, we had a room, but the thing is, it wasn't very practical and also financially practical also as well to renovate up the place into like a real working studio. So I thought, okay, why not have the most quietest room in that shop lot? Just build up whatever, just build up a workstation desk, and we can record vocals in that room itself.
In the room itself, yeah.
And quite a few albums come from that room. As a matter of fact, from 2003 up till say 2010. 2010 was actually the other phase of the studio where I shifted just next door, but this time it was on the first floor, and it was a bigger, much bigger complex. And at that time, the studio had like separate room, separate control room, and also like a vocals and also a performance room. Which at that time, I actually had the intention of like turning the big performance room into say rehearsals and stuff, which we actually did. We actually did some showcase rehearsals. Well, in those days, like probably 10, 12 years ago, I was quite active in performing live myself. I was music director for a few local artists showcases. So I conducted bands and stuff, arranged parts for the bands, and accompany artists whenever they need showcases. From as small as a 4-piece band up till say an 11-piece or 12-piece band, inclusive of say 3 string players and 3 backup singers. But truly, I've pretty much like left that kind of field, because being a studio guy and being a performer, a live musician at the same time is very, very tiring. Then for me, I kind of felt that I lose a bit of time, or probably I lost quite a number of days on not having to work in the studio. It's like say, okay, you have a show coming up in a month, then so say, okay, 2 weeks of preparation and 2 weeks of rehearsals, and okay, then the day of the show comes.
Yeah.
And that's it. So you will lose that whole month or so of not working in the studio. So then you have to push a lot of your projects further and further. So, but to me, right now, I'm happy at where I am right now. working, as a music producer, arranger, and mixing engineer. I prefer that way, I prefer just to compartmentalize myself as being just that, not anymore of the live musician thing. It's very, very tiring, especially, the age is catching up anyway, so.
No, it's still young, man.
Yeah,
we're still young.
Yeah, we're still young, of course, yeah. So the thing is, 2017, I decided, okay, why not bring it home?
Yeah, bring it back home.
Bring back home, and that's where it all began again.
Yeah, it's like
full circle. Yeah. From home, going out, rent out a space outside, and then come back home. Back then, I thought of taking back the back room, the guest room over there. But then I thought, oh man, I need more space. I foresee that I'm gonna have clients to come as well. So I thought, okay, it's got to be nice enough comfortable enough for me to work in, and also maybe some clients to come in also as well. Probably like 3 or 4 clients. The work was basically the same all throughout. I was still doing composition, music production, music arrangement, and also recording vocals for songs and recording voiceover work. So it's pretty much the same all throughout this how many years? Probably 20 years running already. So yeah, after a while working in that space, then we thought, you know what? I think it's about time to expand. So we had the opportunity of doing up a design. So more space. Then it's much more conducive for, say, clients to come, and much more cozy, I guess. Then people can relax at the various sections of the studio. Previously, it was just like one room with everything. So that's where the problem arises, where actually, when you're working on music, most of the time it's only, say, the producer, the recording engineer, and the artist, most of the time. And most of the time, I'm the producer and the recording engineer. And then, okay, there's only one artist, and probably one artist and the composer of the song or the manager. So the problem arises when, say, if the artist brings in, let's say, the mother the father the boyfriend, girlfriend whatever lah, the PA. Yeah, true. So
the pain of my existence.
yeah, exactly. So at that time, at that small space, I think the most people we had in the space were 11 people. Yeah, so I was here in the middle of the room, in the middle of my console, and then one guy over here sitting on the floor, 2 guys over there, 3 guys at the back. I'm like, oh my.
Breathing down your neck.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I don't like about small spaces. But yeah, what I like about small spaces is much more easier to manage and stuff, and of course the acoustics aspect of it is it's much more easier to treat, and yeah, cooling wise also, you have one Acon, that's it. The whole studio room is pretty much cool. But yeah, the problem arises when there's a lot more people. Sometimes you have to tell people, and of course during the MCO we cannot have a lot of people coming in. And then gratefully, because of that reason, so I always tell people, you know what? Okay, we still have some sort of a strict regulation. Okay, don't bring too many people. We have to ask, okay, how many people are coming? I mean, 3? Okay, 3 is the most. 3, okay, I'm happy with 3. It's fine, because most of the time we have, it's me and my wife Dilly here. So 3 plus 5, 3 plus 2 is already 5. So that's enough people in the room. So yeah, right now the newly renovated version can accommodate, well, probably maybe just 1 or 2 other people, but it's fine. It's also comfortable even for us to just hang around the studio, and then yeah, I like to have this comfortable space to work in. It's more of a comfort plus inspiring vibe, if you will. So you wanna come in the studio every day to do something, be inspired to do work and some other stuff also as well, which is important actually. Being a music producer, being a musician yourself, I mean, it's important to have some sort of a downtime apart from your client's work to do your own like side projects and stuff. For practice and maybe perhaps for other future recorded works of your own. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Right, so we'll go on a studio tour after this, right? A quick one. We'll just like, for the geeky, the more technical nerds, we want to know, what's this gear, what's that gear?
Right.
We'll take a little tour of that. But maybe just to sign off on this, how do people reach you? How do people reach Koncept Lab social media, website, and all?
Okay.
All that jazz.
Okay. I only have one social media actually. Well, apart from YouTube. Okay, you can find me at Instagram. It's at Rafik Koncept. It's RAFIKONCEPT. And also that's the same for my YouTube as well. It's you find Rafik Koncept on YouTube. And that's it. You can reach me there and DM me from IG or something. Then
you should be able to see it somewhere down at the bottom of the screen, somewhere in the description.
You go to my IG, you follow my IG, and the thing is the contacts are pretty much there in my profile anyway. So yeah.
All right,
so
thanks, man. Yeah, thank you, man.
Okay, thanks a lot, bro.
Sorry. And for part 2, we're gonna go around on the little studio tour.
Yeah. Okay, welcome to the Koncept Lab, and this section is the lounge area. It's there's the signage over there called Koncept Lab. I made that myself actually. So a lot of the stuff here is DIY. Then this is our coffee station. This lounge is called Kopi Beats. Why is it Kopi Beats? Probably it resembles a famous cafe, your own favorite cafe or something. And I like kopi, and then I like beats, making beats. And this particular font is actually, if you're a beat maker, you should recognize it. If you know the Akai MPC, you should recognize it. So okay, you have a sofa here, so you can chill, or probably like, I can come out here and then have my coffee or my tea and lepak here whenever the work gets you down. Okay, moving on. Okay, we have a sliding door to actually further isolate you from the outside world. And okay, this is one of my favorite sections of the studio. And this is the gallery corridor, if you will, where these are some of my Transformers figures collection. Some Star Wars model kits. Some of them not painted well yet. So yeah, time. I'm a music producer first, then hobbyist later. And yeah, this is where the magic happens, they say. This is the control room, multifunctional control room, where I do a lot of my music composition, music arrangement, session for keyboard, bass, and other programming works as well. And as you can see, it's not much stuff. There's not much equipment, if you will. It's only like one of each stuff, like one keyboard controller, T-Station 88. I've had it for quite some time already. It's quite a workhorse. This whole system is based on AMD Ryzen 7, which I built by myself also, hand-picked components. Basically, is all I need for doing my work, mainly doing music production, music arrangement, and also mixing work. For outboard, we got the Behringer Ultra Gain preamp there. Usually I put in guitars or put in bass, just to have a warmer sound before it goes into the SSL2 Plus audio interface over there. So I find it that you put in guitars or bass directly into the audio interface. The sound is a bit sterile. So yeah, you have plugins to fix that right now, but I like a bit of an analog noise, a bit of an analog treatment, if you will. It goes to the audio interface, which is an SSL 2 Plus. I like the sound, the preamps on this are really, really clean, and and the monitoring section is really well laid out, and I like it when audio interface are more of a desktop feel than more of a desktop feel than rack mounty type. Chord tuner. You need to tune your bass or guitar. Mainly, I run Cubase to record and to do some mixing also as well, and to do film composition. But most of the time, when I make like musical arrangements or like orchestral mock-ups and some live arrangement stuff, I use FL Studio. Right now, the current version is FL Studio 21. Really, really rock solid. I've been using FL Studio since I think 2002, since version 3 point something. So right now it's 21, so it's gone a long, long way.
Yeah, it's come a long way, man. It's like a full-fledged DAW now.
It is. It's not only for hip hop or techno that I can tell you.
Yeah. We always used to joke about FL Studio and all that. And
no, man.
Now it's serious.
It is serious.
Yeah.
It is serious. And then you can record in 32-bit float, so which is it's heaven sent. Okay, this one is probably one of my favorite stuff, which I acquired this year for my 48th birthday. My wife got it for me. I always wanted to have a Roland TR-808 for a long time. And then when I found out that Behringer made their replicas of the actual stuff, like the TR-909, the TR-808, and they came out with the Rhythm Designer RD8, and it's the next best thing. Yeah, loads and loads of fun. It brings you back to where you make music, without using any computers. So it's just like you do a pattern, let's say. So yeah, you have a pattern right here, so which is programmed. Yeah, so that's it. Loads of fun. If you're into like analog stuff, analog drum machines, this is the thing to get. Planning to get some more if I have more space, I guess. Well, not much on the desk. It's fairly like a simple setup, very ergonomic, so that when I sit down and do my work, it's basically I see everything just in front of me. The monitor controller, if I need to monitor it in mono, which is very, very important in mixing actually. I learned that technique probably almost 10 years ago. It changed my whole perception of mixing, not only like in stereo. If it sounds good in mono, it will sound good in stereo, I guess. So yeah, it's pretty much laid out so where you can see everything, no hidden stuff where oh no, where's that coming from, what levels are that and everything. So when you're working with the DAW, like this is Cubase Pro 12, everything's laid out. You got dual screen here. The mixer section is up top. Not so cluttered workspace. You see, very, very simple stuff.
Nice.
And
What's the monitor controller?
The monitor controller is that's Mackie Big Knob passive. Yeah, it's passive. It's not powered or anything. You can actually attach to another set of speakers actually from the SSL2 Plus audio interface. Just stereo out to this thing, and the Big Knob runs 2 speakers, which is the Behringer Truth B2031As. It's got its own amp, and also down there there's actually a Samson. Yeah, the Samson subwoofer. Yeah.
Okay, right.
But the subwoofer is not really put at a level where it shakes everything up. It's just I produce a lot of like R&B, pop stuff, and also pop stuff. So if you can more feel the sub bass, I guess for me, it translates better in the mix. Because back then when I was mixing without the subwoofer, I cannot really tell what frequencies are lower than low, and sometimes it translates to some muddy mixes where I checked it on car stereos and stuff. where the sub basses were a bit too loud, because you cannot really tell from these two sets of speakers, because it's got the the frequency response is they can go pretty low, but not as low as the subwoofer can.
Yeah.
So
it helps fill out that bottom, especially that bottom octave.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's also, well, not just for me, it's also for the client, because the thing is, what I can, from my experience, clients are not well adept to flat sounding speakers. When they come in, they want to listen to the mix, and they say that, hey, where's the bass? I don't feel the bass. The kick drum is not there, or something. It's like, then you try to explain, these are flat response speakers. If you hear everything, so it sounds good. I guess, the subwoofer will help you convince your client that
it's there to impress them.
Just to impress. Oh yeah, it's punchy sound, it's bassy and stuff. It's how you like it. It's like, you can dance to it. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I see a couple of bass guitars on the wall.
Yeah.
What are they?
Okay, well, actually, I can play bass a bit. I'm not really like a pro bassist by any. But the thing is, when I produce my my music for clients or do arrangements and stuff, when they require live bass, I don't have to look anywhere for anybody to session. So I session my own bass. So this is a 5-string Yamaha bass. I think it's the TRBX 305 or something. I really like this bass. I got this bass, I think, like 3 years ago. Also for my birthday, it's my own birthday present for my own birthday. Sometimes you gotta give. I mean, then they will justify. Okay, I need it for work.
Nice.
So really nice sound on it, and it's actually active pickups. Very very nice bottom end. And use it on a lot of pop stuff. If I can, I would like play it every now and then, or just for practice. And this particular one,
also another Yamaha.
Yamaha bass. This one is a passive one. It's a BB. The BB bass. It's got a really nice sound. It's different from the active bass, because usually passive basses like this, it has probably a bit less of a bottom end. It's got more pop in it. It helps you to create more of a vintage kind of sound. I've researched a lot of basses and tried a lot of them. So then I settled for this one, which is not really that super expensive, and I like the sound. It reminisces more towards the P bass kind of sound. Not many knobs, as you can see. It's just like pick up balance and volume and tone control. That's it.
Same, man. I love the Yamaha BBs as well.
Yeah.
Gang Yamaha.
Yeah, man. It's cool.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's it I think that's it. And if you see in the walls right here, those are Auralex acoustic panels with custom-made frames. The frames are actually pine wood frames from IKEA shelves. You're supposed to buy the IKEA shelf woods and you assemble it into shelves. But me, no, I'm a IKEA hacker myself. So you do this stuff, and it's just friction mounted to the walls via this frame. So no need to glue up any of the panels, which is messy. And some.
And fun fact is that, whatever all these frames and the acoustic treatment in here, you handmade them, you hand built them with your own,
exactly.
own bare hands.
Exactly. With these two hands, I hope I don't hurt it, because I still want to play my bass and my piano, my keyboard. And this is like a slat wall kind of thing. I wanted to have like those PVC footed wall thing, but I found out that it looked more towards the deco thing. So I want a bit of a functionality. We don't have enough room in this room for the actual QRD diffuser, deep, let's say 1 foot diffuser. So probably like this is probably the next best thing. I mean, it's functional, well, to a certain extent. I don't really test out the room or anything, but I guess it's got some diffusion function in it, because number one, you don't have a flat wall that bounces out the sounds from the speakers in front, so it actually disperses the sounds, and we have quite a lot of absorption here in the room. A lot of them, or most of them, is custom made frames, custom made panels. Yeah.
Sweet. And this brings us to the last bit.
Oh yeah. Okay. So where do we record our voiceover or vocals and stuff? So this is the vocal room. So we have right here is the Warm Audio WA47JR. Really nice sound, really warm. Most of the time, you don't actually apply a lot of EQ on it. Probably just cut out a lot of the low end, which where we don't actually need. And then it's got the warm. It's got enough body for a lot of vocal range, and for VO work, it's crystal clear. Actually, prior to that, I was running this SE Gemini 2. It's got 2 tubes inside there. But over the years, it became a bit noisy. And for VO work, it helps to not have noise in the signal chain. The iPad here is to help the VO artists to read scripts from, and probably singers. They can email us the lyrics, and they can view the lyrics from here. And if you still need the paper thing, we have this magnetic paper holder kind of thing, Daiso, RM5.90. And there you go. You just clip on a paper, and that's it. You still have paper.
Nice.
If you need it.
Yeah.
And I like the stand because you can just like operate it with one hand.
Vertically stands.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, really nice. So headphone hanger there.
And this is also an office space, right?
Yeah, it is. And this is my wife.
Hi.
Hi, Dilly.
Hi.
She's a VO artist. Most of the time, she's doing her VO work
So
here.
this is literally my office, because as a VO artist, this is what I do for a living. So this is I actually do have a script to read already. So basically, it wasn't like this. I will come in and so I'll come in and record, and I'll read script.
Yeah.
And then it's just very easy.
For communication. I mean, the VO artist or the artist is very clear line of sight. In between the engineer, which is me, to the artist.
And we use this standing mat, which helps.
This is actually a standing mat, like those the standing desk kind of.
So those who are working while standing, they can stand on this mat to help ease any feet fatigue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like if you do any long form reading.
Sometimes you stand here for like an hour or so.
Then you get one of those.
Yeah, I'll give you a link.
Yeah.
I'll give you a link.
Shopee, everything is
Shopee.
for Shopee.
Shopee affiliate.
Nah.
Very cool.
So basically, this is like her station right here. The Acon is in here because there's a bit of complication where you want to put the Acon inside the control room. It's pretty much a lot of
piping.
A lot of piping work. But if we want to record VO or vocals, we can put it to its silent mode, so it closes the louver there, but it still emanates the cold air. And we have this acoustic standee, and there's no noise. There's no noise from the outside world. It helps. It helps also with the acoustic and really dry sound. And pretty much, if you put a noise gate on your VO recordings, it's virtually noiseless. And the only noise that emanates probably is what generated from the microphone cable and the audio interface only, not from outside world, I hope.
built this himself.
Yeah, DIY. This is DIY. DIY, a lot of DIY stuff. I love to DIY. Yeah, as you can tell. Probably like I spend a lot of time, traveling to either Misty DIY or Ace Hardware to get my stuff. Oh yeah, you can or Shopee to get my supplies. Yeah, even this desk is actually there's a custom top.
We got from Shopee. They delivered.
Yeah.
And then this from IKEA, the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, even that rack mount, shelf there.
Happy accident.
Yeah.
Well, literally, that this is definitely built with your blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
With
A lot more blood, I guess. A lot more blood, I guess. A lot of blood.
Yeah. No to mention of too much blood and gore after the video gets demonetized.
Yeah, it gets flagged, man. It gets flagged. That's the thing.
Awesome.
So this is basically that's it. Is the Koncept Lab, and just to show, and this is where it all started. So this was the first studio way back when in 1995, with 8 cartons on the wall. We all have those, right? I mean,
we all have to start somewhere.
Yeah, we all have to start somewhere.
Awesome.
Yeah, true.
Did you hear the SketchUp?
Yeah.
I saw that already. Yeah. Right, man. So thanks again for having me over for this little visit. Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much, JD, for popping by on the Koncept Lab, and hopefully, we can work on some stuff together again. And for those interested in working with us in the Koncept Lab, hit us up.
You know how to reach Rafiq. Yeah. And also Dilly as well.
Yes.
Shout out to
You're part of the Voice Guild.
Yeah.
Voice Guild Malaysia.
All right. Okay. Promo.
Look at Dilly, DILLY.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, folks.
Okay. Bye. Thanks.